First, let me begin by thanking Chancellor Haddon and Rutgers University for hosting this evening's State of the City address on the Camden campus. Just last year, Rutgers University celebrated its 250th anniversary as an institution of higher learning in the state of New Jersey. To the Chancellor, please know that we are grateful to you and to the entire Rutgers family for being such an incredible resource to the Camden community. And I do stand proud here tonight to be a Rutgers alum of the Camden campus and a graduate of the School of Business, class of 1996. And to my friend and colleague, Council President Francisco Frank Moran, thank you for your heartfelt words this evening, for introducing me, for your friendship, for your partnership in moving the city forward. Truly, we have been a team committed to the vision of Camden and committed to the people. I thank you so much for all that you've done. And a very, very big welcome and thank you to the greater Camden community for accepting my invitation to join us here this evening. You represent what Galatians 6:9 says, and that is not to be weary in well-doing. To the residents and faith-based leaders, it is your positive energy that inspires me and my team each and every day to continue believing and striving for the great city of Camden. So give yourselves a round of applause. This year's theme, City of Promise, truly symbolizes the great work, the promise of working collectively together to make Camden a thriving city. For the first time in several decades, and as the result of innovative and collaborative reform, Camden is experiencing tremendous positive growth in every sector. Strategic investments in the physical and social fabric of the city are connecting Camden residents, employees, students, and visitors to new opportunities and bringing businesses back to the city. Before I move forward, I must acknowledge and thank several individuals, from our elected officials to our business leaders, community partners, and agents of change who are in the room here today. From the federal level of government, I want to recognize Mr. Rich Locklear, who is here representing U.S. Senator Bob Menendez, and freeholder and aide to U.S. Senator Cory Booker, freeholder Bill Moen. Thank you for being here. Assemblyman Art Barkley was to join us, and we also have Director Tony Marchetta from HMFA from the state of New Jersey, and Director Maria Mayo Massano from HUD North Regional Office. Thank you for being here with us this evening. From the Camden County Board of Chosen Freeholders, understanding that they have a town hall meeting tonight, we have former and legendary freeholder Roletta Cream, who is near and dear to all of our hearts. And as I've already mentioned, somebody was getting ready to give a big round of applause for freeholder Cream, so you can do that now if you like. The members of council that have been recognized here this evening are Camden County Sheriff Whit Wilson, Camden County Police Chief John Scott Thompson. Thank you for your leadership, along with the men and women of the Camden County Police Department. You do us proud each and every day. And to the Board of Education members that are present, Board President Martha Wilson, Felicia Reyes Morton, who is the Vice President, along with Minister Wasim Muhammad, Teresa Atwood, Dorothy Burley, Jose Brito, Taisha Manir, Ms. Catherine Blackshear, and Joshua Cole. Thank you all for your service to the children, youth, and families of our city. And a special thank you to all the boards and agencies of the city, the Camden Redevelopment Authority, the Housing Authority, and the Parking Authority for the work that they are doing to improve service delivery and to advance development projects in the city of Camden. Thank you all for supporting the vision. Finally, I must also acknowledge and thank the Coopersbury Partnership Board of Directors for their service, leadership, and contributions towards Camden's resurgence. Not only am I grateful to my co-chair and each member of the board, but certainly appreciative of Anthony Perno and the staff at Cooper's Ferry Partnership for their hard work throughout the year. It truly is a team effort, and we appreciate them for coming together with my administration and with our partners for the cause of Camden. Once again, a round of applause for all who have been mentioned. What is a promise? A promise is more than a guarantee, more than an agreement or contract. It is not signed with ink, but it is an agreement that is signed with love and delivered from the heart. As we celebrate Camden tonight, our city of promise, it is imperative for us to understand what we are promising. As a young girl growing up in Camden, I've seen my fair share of trials and tribulations, but those things did not discourage me, but in fact, inspired me to fulfill the promise I made to my father many years ago. The same promise I've kept in my heart all these years to build and restore my city. And although this promise started from within, I've had help along the way through my faith, family, friends, and colleagues. The journey to rebuild and restore Camden has been challenging, has been arduous, but extremely, extremely fulfilling. And to this end, I must acknowledge my executive team, yes, my Camden West Wing, starting with my business administrator, Robert Corrales, my chief of staff and friend and mentor, Novella Starks Henson, the greatest city attorney Camden has ever known, Mr. Mark Riandino, our finance director who came and fixed and straightened out the finances after many years of mismanagement, Director Glenn Jones, our communications director, Vince Becerra, our Promise Zone director, Candace Jefferson, along with all of my department heads, staff, and employees. I thank them for committing to change and for implementing and improving policies that put Camden residents first. A round of applause for the team. For those of you who have known me since the start of my service to Camden, I've always reinforced the mantra of promises made, promises kept. And over the course of the past 7 years, my administration set out to accomplish what some may have said was impossible. Our goals were to restore accountability to City Hall, to foster educational reform, to make our communities safer, and to foster an economy that would positively impact the workers, students, visitors, and most importantly, our Camden residents. And although there is still much work left to do, and the journey is far from over, let us not forget about the progress that we have made together. And I have to repeat that statement. Let us not forget the progress we have made together. It is so important for all of us to take a moment to look back as we look forward to a new chapter in Camden's history. Our city, county, state, and federal partners have come together for Camden and created a stronger community for our residents. Our workers and residents have witnessed an improved quality of life through a cleaner, safer, and more prosperous Camden, and I am so proud to see so many residents, faith-based leaders, and community-based organizations embrace Camden's rebirth. In Camden, we are beginning to see unprecedented change and exciting outcomes. Change which can be attributed to the initiatives like Camden's Promise Zone designation. We are witnessing a real transformation as a result of our hard work. And I believe Camden's Promise Zone designation points to a more smarter and collaborative approach to revitalization. It demonstrates how the federal government is making a strong effort to take a bottom-up approach by engaging with local government, residents, and communities. And with help from former President Barack Obama and his administration, I can firmly say that the city of Camden is not only on the rise, but also showing promise for years to come. a symbol of promise. As a lifelong public servant, I understand the importance of reaching across the aisle and party lines, of working through administrative changes, but most importantly, keeping the people of Camden first, and especially our youth. As Governor Christie committed $133 million to rebuild Camden High School, also referred to as the Castle on the Hill. Congratulations are extended to the Board of Education members, Superintendent Rahoniford, administrators, staff, and students for being recipients of a significant investment in a traditional public school. Keeping the people of Camden first led to a federal Tiger Grant Award for $16.2 million. Many thanks to Camden's Congressman Donald Norcross, for his efforts and advocacy in Washington, D.C. The Tiger Grant will help support roadway infrastructure and resiliency for the North Camden community, which will enhance connections for residents to jobs and ultimately lead to a revitalized waterfront. We also received news in 2016 of the award of a $13.2 million Choice Neighborhood Implementation Grant, which will assist with the rehabilitation of Branch Village and support other goals listed in the transformation plan, including the economic redevelopment of commercial corridors, improving and creating more green spaces, and encouraging rehabilitation of privately owned homes and multi-unit buildings while connecting residents to amenities in the area. Last but not least, I am proud of Camden's largest social service nonprofit organization, the Center for Family Services. In 2016, they were awarded a $30 million Promise Neighborhood Implementation Grant through the U.S. Department of Education that will enable the Center for Family Services, along with the Board of Education, to offer educational support for children in some of the city's most distressed sections, including Cooper Landing, Bergen Landing, Centerville, Liberty Park, all with the designated goal of creating a cradle to college to career pipeline. So ladies and gentlemen, 2016 was an awesome year for Camden, New Jersey, and all of our partners and collaborators. Again, let's celebrate the great city of Camden. As you can see and hear, through my administration, we are taking a holistic approach to community development and revitalization by addressing all facets that make a city great, by rebuilding homes, improving infrastructure, offering high-quality K-12 education, demolishing unsafe and abandoned structures, working to make our community safer, and developing a skilled workforce, all of which are the foundations for a vibrant and thriving community. In the coming year, providing needed support to help our city's small businesses is important to my administration. Our small business community, some of whom have been located in our city for decades and others who have more recently made Camden their home, deserve special attention in order to ensure they grow and thrive. That is why I'm excited about a new initiative that we are undertaking in partnership with the Chamber of Commerce of Southern New Jersey that will provide Camden City businesses with resources that will help them grow their businesses. We have been meeting with the Chamber leaders, Deb DiLorenzo, who is the CEO, and Kathleen Davis, the Chief Operating Officer, over the past several months to formulate our strategy. And I am confident that the partnership with the region's largest, most active, and strongest advocate for the South Jersey business community will provide additional technical infrastructure needed to better serve our city's small business community. In the coming weeks, I will announce more details about this business initiative at the Chamber of Commerce Southern New Jersey's Committed to Camden Forum on March 10th, and I certainly hope to see you all there. Arts and culture are proven to contribute